Morning, Mr. Hudak.
Hey, John, how are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm fine.
So let's talk about personal growth. We talk a lot about it, about salespeople and what are you doing to grow, and conferences and books and events and family and personal and business, all those kinds of things. But I want to take it to the leader side for a moment. Sales managers, sales leaders, however you like to position that individual, or that individual positions themselves. And what are they doing to grow? I don't think we talk about that quite as much. I think that's more just assumed it's happening kind of behind the scenes by the sales masses. So, can you talk about some of the things you think about as a leader of salespeople that are key for the growth of that leader?
Let's start with the problem. The problem is most people in management, owners, CEOs, presidents, whatever, they work a tremendous amount of hours every night, every weekend, right? And then they have their kids or their wife or their family, and they're like, I don't have time to do whatever it is, but they'll go golfing, right? As an example. So we all have time. We make time for what's important. So let's start with that. Next, what should a business leader or a manager be really doing to improve themselves? Well, read and learn everything you can about human psychology. What motivates people, what inspires people, how people make decisions, what keeps people from acting, how can you stretch people out of their comfort zone? It's all psychology. So if you're in a management role, anything you can get your hands on about psychology would be huge. And then also, when was the last time you took training workshops or seminars on how to become a better manager or a better leader? What are
Mhm.
you doing to improve yourself? So many times owners want their salespeople to go to sales training. When was the last time the owner went through owner training or whatever? And allow me to shift gears here a little bit, because we always focus so much on work. But what about life? So, using the example of golf, when was the last time you, as a golfer, whoever, watched video on how to get better at it, or took lessons on from a pro? How do I get better at putting? Or read books? When was the last time we researched the things that we enjoy in life to get better at? And
Yeah.
so I think if we're asking our salespeople or employees to constantly improve, we have to first look in the mirror at ourselves about, what am I doing to improve?
Doing the same. Yeah, I was at a recent event conference, and one of the main speakers that was there was a former CIA agent,
Hmm.
and it was a woman who fit the role immediately because you look at her very unassuming, not somebody you'd spend a lot of time going, "That's a CIA spy."
Mhm.
But she was talking about all the training she went through, and she went into the field with her husband. I'll put a link into the book when we post this one, but it was her and her husband in the field, mainly in the Middle East. Some of the countries she could tell you, some she couldn't. But she talked about how all the training and all the things that went on, it was all about reading people. And it was all about your gut, your intuition. What does it tell you? And making very, very quick decisions with that. And to her, that was a course on life and interacting with people that she still uses today and will always use. But that kind of thing, and how you get the psychology side and inside of your head, somebody else's head a little bit, to help them grow. It's a huge piece, and I think it's often ignored.
I totally agree.
All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
Take care.